Food for thought conversation. I just finished watching a video of a young lady who I've seen promote multiple videos of her saying that she is looking for a third wife for her husband. And she made a video based on all the negative comments that she has received in her videos. And I want to hear you guys' opinion. As you know, I am a proponent of polygamy and polyamory. In her video, she talks about the fact that one man marrying another man is being normalized. A woman marrying another woman is being normalized. But her seeking a third wife for her husband is somehow seen to be a degenerate type of mentality. Now, she's Islamic, so according to her religion, this is acceptable. Many people don't understand that in the Judeo-Christian religion, having multiple wives is something that was acceptable until after the Roman Empire took over Christianity and then crumbled. Definitely after the Roman Empire crumbled, the European mentality of one man, one woman is a marriage, and that is the only form of marriage, became the primary consensus. And when they came into the Americas, that dominated the spectrum for all indigenous people who practice polygamy. On one hand, I understand that the primary reason for this is because they had adopted a doctrine that went away from some of the teachings, the original teachings of their religion. And when the Puritans came here, they wanted to emphasize all their Puritan types of mentality. But in today's industrial world, I wonder if one of the components as to why they would not want this to happen is because, as we've seen with the Mormon community, when they went out to the territory of Utah and established it, practicing polygamy was one of the things that allowed them to build strong financial and strong family units. In order for Utah to become a state, it is the one thing that they had to outlaw in order to become part of the United States. And so they changed their religion to do so. When you look at it from an economical standpoint, to have 3 or 4 adults in our industrialized countries will provide a stronger financial foundation to build families, to build investments, to not be in debt. Is this something that threatens countries like the United States? I would say it does. In order for a country to thrive, it must have a strong middle class. But as we have seen over the last 50 years, America has gotten rid of its middle class. It is pretty much the rich and the poor. And it is trending in that direction every day. It is easier to make a weaker middle class, a weaker majority of the government, the majority of the people of the country, and those in power can maintain their power when you have a one-parent household or a two-parent household that's struggling. But by adding a third income into that household, you are stopping the ability, if you stop a third person in there, you're stopping that ability for them to grow financially and to build a stronger financial hedge around their family and keeping them in an IOU status. You see, a man marrying another man cannot produce children, and therefore after that relationship, more than likely there is no inheritance. It goes back to the state. If a woman marries a Mormon, it is biologically impossible for them to have another child to create a family, so therefore the inheritance does not continue. Now, of course, both can adopt, and as far as woman and woman, they can use eventual fertilization to be able to produce children. But in the majority of times, they're not going through that process. But it is all financial. You see, 3 men get together, they're not talking about that. They will shut that down. 3 women getting together, they will shut that down. But in a most natural state that will create inheritors, that situation they don't want, because that situation creates more financial stability and a strong family structure. Because now you have children who are being raised by mother, father, mother, or mother, father, father, where a child is getting the benefit of 3 points of views of adults who have come into an agreement to raise these children. It's just food for thought, and I want to hear you guys' opinions on it. Y'all have a great day, and remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.